Welcome to the purple party known as Purple Nerd Channel, home for all those who geek out on all things Prince related. Rave In2 the Joy Fantastic, not to be confused with Rave Un2 the Joy Fantastic, was shipped out to premium members of Prince's MPG Music Club on April 30th, 2001, and would not get a retail release until April of 2019, when it was made available on vinyl and as part of the Ultimate Rave release. This set included Rave In2 the Joy Fantastic and Rave In2 the Joy Fantastic on CD, with the pay-per-view show Rave In2 the Year 2000 on DVD. Rave In2 the Joy Fantastic was released in November of 1999 with a worldwide release and a huge promotional force behind it, as it was released on Arista Records via MPG Records. Rave In2 the Joy Fantastic is and was listed as a remix album, but after digging into this album, it is its own experience and is way more than just simply a remix album, as several songs are completely reworked, a few remixed, and others extended, with an altered track list that includes a new song. And of course, I will explain further as I go through this album, pointing out the differences per each song. And yes, I did do a video about Un2, and I will have a link for that video at the end of this video. So let's rave with the first song. We open up with Rave In2 the Joy Fantastic. This song is reworked musically with more of a dubstep production, as well as being performed at a much faster pace. Lyrically, the chorus is adjusted to replace Un2 with Into, with all the verses being slightly different vocally. As far as this one though, I still prefer the Un2 version over this one, but this one works better with this album. Next is Undisputed Minneapolis Mix. Now then, little lyrically crosses over from the Un2 version, as the majority of the lyrics are reconstructed with additional verses and a new chorus. Musically, the production and presentation is more funky and raw than the Un2 take. But don't worry, Chuck D is still on the song, showing everyone why he is a hip-hop legend. Now then, I prefer this version over the Un2 version. Next is the Greatest Romance Ever Sold. Can I tell you what you did for me, babe? This version, on the surface, simply seems like a longer version of the Un2 version, but with a rap verse by Eve. But musically, there are a few layers of music missing, making the overall arrangement feel less busy. And Prince is performing the vocals at just a slightly slower pace and giving us additional ad-libs and a few extra lyrics towards the end of the song. And as far as Eve's performance, she's absolutely spectacular. Again, this one outshines its Un2 counterpart. Next is Hot With You Nasty Girl remix. We get a very inventive drum pattern with this particular cut of the song, as well as a reworking of the chorus from Vanity 6's Nasty Girl as our new hook. And I have to say that this new production works better with Eve's performance, as it lines up better with her rap verse. And since I was honestly never a fan of the hook on the Un2 version, I prefer this take. Although the original hook does show up towards the end of the song, mixing in with our new hook. Next is Tangerine. Tangerine stays completely intact, but extended with a guitar solo at the end of the song, which I really enjoyed this additional ending. Next is So Far, So Pleased. So far, so far, so far, so pleased. This duet with Prince and Gwen Stefani is our first song that is completely unchanged from the Un2 release. Next is The Sun, the Moon, and Stars. The sun, moon, and stars, love we The interesting thing about this song is that it's only 4 seconds longer than its Unto twin, but somehow that little bit of additional music towards the end of the song makes the song somehow better. Next is Man-O-War Remix. Now this song right here, this takes an amazing, well-written and well-performed, just tear at your heartstrings type of song and somehow makes it better, as this song is completely reworked musically on the production side. And even though the lyrics are the same, Prince performs them completely different, with more variety and more layering, which is why I prefer this Into version better than the Unto version. Next is Baby Knows. This Prince and Sheryl Crow duet stays identical to the Unto version until we get to the end, where the song continues on beyond the Unto version, giving Prince another opportunity to play his guitar, which oddly, this subtle change for whatever reason makes the song feel more complete. Next is I Love You, But I Don't Trust You Anymore. This soul-crushing song about unfaithfulness features Ani DiFranco on acoustic guitar and is completely unchanged from the Unto version, because you can't make perfection more perfect. Next is Beautiful Strange. Beautiful Strange was not included on Unto and replaces the lackluster cover of Every Day is a Winding Road. This song dates back to 1998, when at one time it was part of an album of the same name. Prince would rework the song in 2000 with Mike Scott on guitar and Kirk Johnson programming the beat. Marva King would lend her vocals on background, as this haunting song slowly builds to a grand finale, with some interpretations of the lyrics being directed to Prince overcoming the loss of his child and the beautifully strange place it has put him mentally. A VHS release of the same name was released in August of 1999, featuring live performances and an interview of Prince conducted by Mel B. This release was only available to purchase through Prince's 1-800-NEW-FUNK website or the short-lived New Power Generation storefront. Next is Silly Game. Wait, check it to get a fame. Why do we play the silly game? This song is identical to its inclusion on Unto, which the same can be said for the next song, Wherever You Go, Whatever You Do. We close out with Pretty Man. Oh, and I almost forgot, none of the segues from Unto were included on Into. But here we are with Pretty Man, my favorite song from Unto, and it's back on Into with all its funkiness and hilarity, and with Maceo Parker just showing out and showing off on his horn, but with almost another minute of the groove extended with additional ad-libs and additional screams from Prince. All in all, after finally listening to this album, as I've actually owned the album since its original release, but I only listened to the first track and assumed like an idiot that the rest of the album was just a bunch of dance remixes. But after listening and studying the entire album, I prefer this album as a whole over Unto, even though I like the song Rave Unto the Joy Fantastic better than Rave In2 the Joy Fantastic. Also, in case you never noticed, there's actually a slight difference in the album covers, as on Unto, Prince is giving a side-eyed look, whereas on Into, he's looking directly at us, which makes the rumor for this album seem more actual and factual, as allegedly Prince made Unto for the masses, as it was a more commercially focused project to appease Arista and to get more eyes on his next independent project, which was the Rainbow Children, but Into was made for us Purple Family folk. which is why on the cover, he's looking directly at us. And on Unto, he's giving the record execs the side eye. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Please like and share this video. And if you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel grow. Down in the description below, you can find a link to all the other places you can find me on social media, including my Patreon page, where you get to see these videos first and early and uncut. And I will see you on the next episode where I go through another obscure release from Prince. And until that next episode, I wish you heaven.